Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Expanse. We are on episode 3. For this episode, Drummer scours a mysterious station for treasure and is forced to make a painful decision. Now, Drummer did say that if we chose to do what we want with Maya, there would be repercussions for our actions, and I'm assuming that's where this is going to touch base on. So let's see how it all unfolds. You get what I'm saying? It's the bricks, man. It's the bricks.
If you are receiving this message, it means you've found us at last. You've come, and with you comes the next great step in the evolution of humanity. We have been preparing for your arrival for years, perhaps centuries. We have been patient. We know you have much to teach us. If you can hear my voice, whoever you are, welcome home.
It just repeats after that.
Who was that?
The head of the station, presumably.
Whoever he was, he's long gone now. Generations ago, millions of Earthers tried to set up mining stations in the belt. Some of them lasted. Some died off right away. And some of them, no one knows.
Still, a station this large, uncharted, and seemingly uninhabited? It's like nothing I've heard of.
What did the initial scans tell us?
None of the scanners penetrate past the first level, but there are no heat signatures, no activity except this broadcast. Looks clear.
Maybe. But we don't know if the pirates have found the coordinates another way. Or anyone else.
Not to mention, how the fuck are we gonna find it in there? The place is massive.
There was a line in the coordinates. Something about the first ones.
Fuck does that mean?
Won't know till we get inside. Arlen, Rayan, stay on the ship. Be ready to burn hard if there's any activity on the radar.
Sure thing, boss man. Good hunting.
Maya and I will head inside and search around.
Cap! Be careful in there.
Okay, so I'm assuming the ship that we found is the ship that is the reason I saved Cox. Like, I didn't throw him. I did not kill Cox because of this moment right here. If I'm not mistaken, this is the ship we found the coordinates on in the first episode. Which is why I kept him alive in case I needed any information from him. But also, Arlen and Rayan are very skeptical of Maya right now, and I don't know if that's because of my actions in the last episode towards Maya.
Exactly how old is this place?
Everything's
To
coming
be on any
together.
maps. Maybe 100 years?
Damn. This is fucking strange.
Let's search for the command center.
Found it. Over here.
She looks fast.
I've never seen helmets this old. Crazy that people used to wear these into the vacuum.
An entire station completely abandoned. I can't even imagine what could have happened here.
Maybe we'll find out. As long as it's on the way to finding the MK core. The station is ancient, but the nav beacon is new tech.
The aux power is on these breaker cables. This sector is now powered. There are 3 total. Each should have its own control room like this.
3 sectors. I'll go ahead to find the control centers in each one. You keep scanning the servers for any leads.
Fine. Have the fun to yourself.
I'll call you once I power up the next sector. The idea of exploring this whole station doesn't appeal to me. But whoever said riches came easy.
So you go through a classroom to get to the second room, a med bay to get to the third, and what is that one at the cathedral? Comm station and the mining tools. He turned something into good tea. So what is that? Like, bro, what? That's just a corpse. That's no, it's just a corpse. Okay.
There's a dead body here. He seems almost posed.
That's weird.
Fire Force fan.
Do you think it's related to the core?
Don't know.
Lato.
I'll keep searching around.
I watched Fire Force.
The last
too.
one?
Sure.
Huh. What does this mean?
Leave this message, having surrendered this sector to the vacuum to preserve my body for what comes next. Trust Dalton, trust the signal, we will live again. The last one.
Okay. This group called itself the Cassiopeia Collective. Landed here in 2226. They were an unlicensed settler community from Earth.
What happened to them?
No clue. Nothing good, by the looks of it.
I'm going down there. Can't go up at all. Sadly forgot like every control this game had.
If Cox was right, we're about to hit the greatest score a scavenger has ever come across.
That's what he said.
So, what do you plan to do with it? The money, I mean.
I'll head back to Ceres.
You want to go back to the station where there's a bounty on your head?
With this money, I can make the bounty disappear.
How? By going to war with Dawes?
By making him irrelevant. I'm going to build an OPA that actually helps Belters.
Oh yeah. Wrong one. Bro, just so confused. Yes, no. That should be it. Is that not it? Why is that not it? Come on, huh? Maybe I was supposed to actually connect. Well, that's kind of cool thumbnail.
Lota.
Drummer? What happened?
Dead bodies. Many of them.
Oh.
I'll head to the power. Then we can investigate it together.
Now you want to include me? Fantastic.
So what about you? What are you going to do with your share?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Philota, you must have some idea. You could pick a station to settle in. Set up shop as an engineer.
I could. I'd miss flying around, though. Maybe I'll buy the Artemis off Khan. You can call me captain for a change.
Ah, this ship has had enough mutinies already.
It's like a family. Some type of signal, maybe? I don't even know. But somebody definitely died.
I'm not familiar with the Dalton principle. Something tells me it's not exactly accepted science.
Our galaxy, the Milky Way, that's where we are, is estimated to be 87,000 light years in diameter. Out of 100 billion planets, 300 million have the problem. The way I read, you would think I'm in middle school. God damn. Properties for life. This is known as the Goldilocks zone. According to the Fermi paradox, intelligent life must have developed in our galaxy. Without bacteria or oxygen exposure, human bodies can remain free from decomposition indefinitely. Due to Moore's law, we can predict that medical technology will grow more efficient every year. This makes the potential for advanced alien civilizations or future human civilizations limitless. Taken all together, the Dalton principle states the resurrection of infected corpses in stasis by an advanced civilization, human or alien, is a question of when, not if. Is it bad that I read that and still don't know what it means? Okay, so in the Milky Way, there's definitely there's not other galaxies, but other life forms, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it's getting at. And according to Fermi paradox, higher life forms definitely exist and have developed in our galaxy. Without bacteria or oxygen exposure, the human body should never decompose. You can predict that medical technology will grow more efficient every year. This makes... So what does that have to do with higher life forms? Or is this just how it works? Taken all together, Dalton principle states that the resurrection of infected corpses in stasis by an advanced civilization. Oh, okay. So it's saying that by us being in an environment absent of bacteria and oxygen, the human body will stay in a state of stasis in which when a higher life form approaches said body, we should be able to be resurrected due to the lack of decomposition. I'm assuming, right? That's what they're getting at. So is that why that person was inside that not the duct, but that path, and he was just standing there? They were just standing there because they were waiting for a higher life form to come across their body and resurrect them. Man, I would have failed space class. What? Look, this kid got all the right answers too. He would fill in the blank. I'd have been in here like, psst, let me get them answers. He said no. What happens when you get to recess? Beat your ass. I wasn't a bully. Don't take it that way.
Bodies in the vacuum don't decompose. Guess that was the lesson.
Definitely was. Next life goals. See my brother, see my mommy, try swimming, and ride a spaceship. Here. Okay. Fight the bacteria.
Next life goals. Strange lesson for children. Or anyone.
These. Man. Becomes Secretary General. They just want to try ice cream. One kid just want to see their family. One kid wants to thank the aliens. One kid just wants to try swimming. I tell you what, you get swimming down, bro, you'll have a life skill that more than half the human population can't touch. I know too many people that don't know how to swim, bro. I would say it's simple, but I can't float, so who am I to judge?
These aren't just coffins. They're designed to keep corpses in stasis, virtually forever.
Yeah. We just learned that, drummer. Insulation, climatization, dehumidifier, lubrication, atomizer, stabilizing gimbals. Okay. Now that I think about it, bro, is this what happened in Futurama? Is this how Fry stayed alive?
All of this planning and effort, just to prepare for their own deaths.
Because Fry was in a lab.
Looks like they were pulling walls off the station to fashion these caskets. Big Pagal.
Not Coffin. Fry was in a lab, got caught in a coffin type thing, and then got frozen in some type of stasis, and lived to see like his. What was that scientist? Like his 4 times great grandson? Something like that.
This feels like grave robbing. Even more so than usual.
I know. But just think of the historical value. These were some of the first people to try and survive out here.
Does historical value pay well?
Beats me.
Yeah, because Fry lived through all of that. It was like, is this something similar? Because they found a way to bring him out of that and keep his body alive. His body adapted. Mission log? Nope, wrong one. Solenoid analyst. I can read. I swear I can, bro. I don't understand. Every time I read, my brain just puts words in places that it doesn't exist. And it messes up my brain when it tries to read. And I don't understand why my brain does that. It just adds words. I don't know why my brain adds and takes away words at will. Like, it doesn't even tell me, oh, this sentence doesn't make any sense, it should be adjusted. No, my brain just goes, you know, it'd be funny if the wasn't in that sentence you're about to read. Like, what? What do you mean if the wasn't in the sentence? Put it back. Like, I'm going to read the sentence and you just made me forget how to pronounce analysis. I don't know why I just ranted about that, but I did. And if someone relates to that, then, bro, we are in it together, and please help me figure out how to fix it. What does Drummer say? Mars was running an analysis on the solenoid technology that the Belters stole. Why would they be attempting to reverse engineer their own design? Maybe the Belters on board the Linguin the Lee Gwyn? Yeah, because Penguin, Gwyn, that's how that sounds and should be pronounced, weren't thieves. Maybe they were engineer contractors who created a technology that they knew they would never profit from, and the belt could never afford. They tried to share their work with the people who needed it most, and they were killed for it. Cool. We still didn't turn that on? I thought we turned it on already. What?
Reading this message, you'd hardly know they'd given up on surviving and are putting all their hope in aliens.
The CAS Collective has decided to decommission all biomass recyclers and break them apart for materials. We thank all collectivists who participated in hearing and look forward to a brighter future ahead. We have entered phase 3 of the realignment plan laid out in last month's collectivist assembly. All regular mining operations have been suspended. Mining employees, please report to your post at regular call to be reassigned. Management will communicate new plans for breaking down and repurposing construction materials. Once a suitable amount of material has been collected, we will commence phase 4 to complete. You see what I mean, bro? Like, complete's not even anywhere on this screen. Where did complete come from? The word is begin. To begin construction of stasis coffers. Designs have been posted in the comms hub for comments before next month's assembly. I just don't understand why my brain is like this, bro. I don't get it. I always forget we can run. Okay, so that's a classroom, so this should be... This should be Sector 2. We turn everything on. I'm telling you, man, this game better not have no jump scares or anything of that nature. I know it's episode 3 and there's only like 4 and 5 after this and we're done, but I feel like it's coming at some point.
You weren't kidding.
Still, look.
It's like a crypt.
How'd she get here so fast?
I thought Belters recycled their dead.
We do. We don't get to be sentimental. We use every ounce of every resource we have. It's how we survive.
So what do you think happened here?
I don't think they got desperate. I think they just
Maybe the people here were abandoned and went mad. Who knows what else we might find?
Dear God.
Realistically, it could be either or. Desperation can cause some crazy events to occur.
There's no sign of the core yet. I'll check the server here. Keep me posted on any more excitement you find.
Oh, wait. Okay. It's probably not a thing that could happen, but if Cox is alive, right? And we are here, say we did find this being the ship that has the treasure of a lifetime that any savage scavenger could dream of.
Grateful to have company in here.
About last night.
Yeah, Cap. Tell us about last night. Which one of you made all those noises? Sounded like a koyo stuck on a...
Ah, Falota! Get off this channel!
Okay, so that's why they were looking at Maya like that, because I'm assuming usually they come with me.
Okay, so now that we know that this channel is definitely private...
You can finally tell me that last night was amazing, and you'll never be the same again? I'm flattered.
I was just going to say that it was very nice.
It really, really, really was.
Okay, that's all the options we have. But now that makes sense why Raylan and Arlen were looking at her like that. I'm assuming usually they're the ones that come with us when it comes to these scavenge missions. But since I took Maya, they were like, oh, it's like that.
I'd never let this happen to me. I've got my recycler all picked out.
But at least there's it sounds like they're supportive. We're not basically being judgmental to the point where they're like, oh, now we're playing favorites, you know? Because at the end of the day, I did help you with your drug problem. Like, I feel like I did a little bit of everything for everyone on that ship in the last episode. Hands of the king are the hands of a healer, and so shall the rightful king be known. Loving memory of Dr. Armin. Now that you are lost, we are.
Looks like the medic was well liked.
Microgravity supplements.
They were taking supplements to combat living in microgravity.
Wonder if it's the same stuff we take.
I doubt it. The only reason we survive now is because of what we learned from settlements like this.
Huh. All these poor Sabakawalas, staring at the abyss for eternity.
I submit this recording alongside the station's medical records for future study. Though I take less faith than Dalton and foreign visitors, I have hope our tragedy will prove instructive to the burgeoning field of extraterrestrial immunology. The pandemic which decimated this station began as a standard Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection.
Pandemic.
I contend it was our antibiotic air filters which provoked the initial evolutionary surge. But it was the children born to this station whose stunted immune systems provided the fatal breeding grounds. I did all I could. In truth, we all did. But we had no chance.
Damn. Okay, 22 weeks, 12, 18. I don't know any of this means, but it's nice to know it was here.
So you're heading back to Ceres and leaving the Artemis without a captain?
I suppose that's true.
Damn. If I knew last night was a one-off, I would have gotten even less sleep.
I will miss you too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. At least call me a well-walla, or tell me how you can kick my Martian ass.
I will miss kicking your ass, well, Walla.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is there a way to go down? I feel like that goes where? Wraps around. I think that's what I needed. Nope. There you go. Here you. There you. Yeah, which way is that? That's up? Or is that? Yeah, that's up. Skip that one, because that's a dead end. Just go down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I could remember how to properly navigate, zero gravity, it's actually be a lot easier. But until then, spinning my head left and right trying to figure out what exactly I'm looking at. Now, is this the cathedral?
Looks different from the coffins in the upper sectors. Maybe they built it in the early days, before they ran out of supplies.
Logan Dalton? As in the Dalton theory that we read about in the classroom? Okay, so we're supposed to go in there, like actually walking.
Another nav beacon.
We must be getting close to the core.
Okay, so we're stealing the actual core. I thought we were supposed to be finding something in terms of like treasure or something like that. But now that I think about it, we have just been taking resources for the longest time. So, makes sense.
Got some mining charges here. Looks disarmed.
Wait. How much do they look disarmed?
Disarmed enough. You clearly haven't handled many explosives.
Guilty as charged.
Picked up two resources in terms of scavenging, which isn't bad. I don't think there was anything we needed to look for either. Like, no crystal, no medic stuff. It was just free reign, I should say. So if we turn this on, does that mean like anyone can see this ship again?
Hey, with all this alone time you've given me, I've been thinking about something. Whatever this treasure is, the one thing we know is that it will change everything. No more scavenging, no more running.
That's the hope.
The thing is, I think if I had all the money in the world to do anything I wanted, it would be doing this. With you.
Aww.
Okay, not this exactly, but working with you to help build a better future for the Belt. I want to be a part of it. If you'll have me, I mean.
I'd be lucky to have you. So would the OPA. As long as you're sure that's what you really want.
I want to be a part of something that matters. And I want to be with the only person who's ever made me feel like I matter too.
Oh, look at these little helmet clankers. Getting all sentimental on the job. So let's just like reassure the fact that we actually get back to the ship, because y'all tend to get sentimental on the job a lot. And that's actually a little terrifying for me as a person who wants you two to both be alive.
Holy shit, this is beautiful.
Is it? Is it really? I'm looking at like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like,
it would be beautiful if it wasn't filled with dead Belters.
that fact right there. There you go.
That shape at the bottom. I recognize it from the coordinates.
That's promising. Let me check the server for this sector, then I'll meet you down there.
All these dead bodies. And my question is, how did they get there?
Okay, here's something. The sector's thermoscanner reports biometric presence. There must have been someone here.
They're still here!
Coming down!
No, stay back. Try to get eyes.
Bro, I'm not a good shooter. I'm not good at hiding footsteps. Why did I flinch in real life?
My name is Kamina Drummer. I don't know who you are, but...
I know who you are! You're the pirate JP sent to take me out! Lousy in your scum! But you'll never find that sample!
Maya!
What are you talking about?
He has you pinned down. I'll try to direct you from up here. Okay, he's coming up on the left. Okay, he's flanking around to your left.
Had a nice bowl of Cheerios. Had a good almond milk with vanilla.
You got him. But I
Right shoulder.
He's down. I lost visual.
Maya!
Wait, he's charging. Your left now.
No, run. The Cheerios wasn't working. Oh. Well, damn. The Cheerios worked, I guess. Oh, you got Cheerios.
Wrist terminal broken. And he was running low on oxygen.
The hypoxia must have made him disoriented. He seemed to confuse you for someone else. JP?
I don't know who that is. And a pirate. We got our own pirates to worry about.
His oxygen was so low, I don't think he even knew who he was shooting at.
I know he just tried to kill you, but... poor guy.
This wrist terminal is too busted to search.
There's a hand terminal over there. Must be his.
Maddox, I dug up my old grad school notes. According to an epidemiology professor, there was an early Belter settlement at these coordinates that died out a century ago. Can you get us there? Let me know, and I'll coordinate with my UNN contact. We'll grab... Is that English? We'll grab you later to discuss. That's not English. It's we'll. We will. There's a word missing there. Strickland's been watching me so closely since the announcement. We'll move fast.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it. My partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they? Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
So this man stole the MK core, brought it out here with his partner.
His partner, who must be around here somewhere. Maybe they have the core.
Great.
This man worked for whoever made the MK core.
So where's his partner?
That's the $1 million question.
I wouldn't have made it through that firefight without Maya.
There's one thing that kicks my ass every time I play a game is quick time events. What is that? Death records or outgoing messages? The station began as a mining operation, difficult work with low profit margins at the best times. By the time that people started dying of disease, the collective was likely stranded with little money and no way to mine enough resources as their population got sicker. No wonder this group set their sights on other means of escape. The station's population started out strong, but heavy casualties began occurring after a few years. With no new influxes of settlers and a dwindling population, the group must have known the community was doomed long before the last one died out. No one has an easy existence in the belt. These people didn't even have the hope that their future generations would build a better life for themselves. It seemed to have caused some sort of station-wide mental breakdown. That's the best reading I've done all video. The wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie with the goat, and the children will lead them unto Sylvan. Salvation. Future traveler, we lay our beloved children before you. If you be healer, heal. If you be miracle worker, work. If you be passer through, pass through and go in peace. The Cash Collector. Well, I am a passerby, so, you know. Let thy pass in peace. Let thy pass in peace, please. Don't shoot.
Oh God. The first ones. They're all
Children. It's a children's tomb.
Oh. The next generation of the higher beings that are meant to resurrect those in stasis, they chose the children.
They buried their children here first. Couldn't bear the thought of recycling them.
Then they couldn't bear the thought of being separated from them either. So here they are.
Here they are.
Tomb of the Unburied. This coffin stands in memory of the first children lost to the illness that ravaged our station. Their bodies were tragically recycled before our minds were awakened to our greater purpose. Although they are lost, we hold them in our hearts forever. Wow. Because the doctor upstairs was saying that the kids didn't build antibodies to this disease. And if I'm not mistaken, they were actually worse off than the adults were. So then technically that means that it wasn't madness, it was more so desperation. The desperation of not only losing your children, but if you come to the idea that you can resurrect a being under certain conditions, you would want to prolong your life as well to be with your child if your child does resurrect later down the line. Desperation is insane. The inhabitants of the station were talented engineers. When they gave up on mining minerals and turned their attention to creating coffins, they did a strangely beautiful job solving the issue of long-term body storage. These corpses should stick around hopefully until they get their wish.
Some of the first children born in the belt, and this is the fate they suffered.
They were abandoned, but at least they weren't forgotten.
Here.
What do you think happened?
Let's find out.
So they stole the MK core and brought it here. But then our security guard turned on his partner and shot her?
Seems right.
Yeah, look at all these journal logs. August 10th. I commenced this diary for the benefit of future histories. I believe we are embarking on a biomedical revolution, rivaled only by the advent of synthetic nitrogen and CRISPR. Don Saibi said, August 11th. I know this is the discovery of a millennia, but some of my fellow researchers have lost the plot. All they want to do is scale up the testing. Idiots. We have the potential to eradicate cancer, reverse cellular decay, bolster immunity against all infection. Must keep our focus. August 22nd. The situation has grown tenuous. Tenuous? Tenuous. That's how you pronounce it. The brain's doing its thing here. Dresden appears to have lost all sense of process and priority. Propriety is the word. Rumor is that he is pushing a cognition enhancement modifier on junior researchers as a means of advancement. If he tries that shit on my brain didn't process it, so there was a curse. It was a curse word in there, and now I'm like, my brain is processing the sentence as I'm reading it. So I couldn't help but laugh. If he tries that shit on me, he will find an enhancement of his ass. September 2nd. Ask Strickland what he knows about the other teams here. No response. I know we're not the only ones on this project. What research are they hiding? Would they be insane enough to develop it as a weapon? The data are clear. This thing can teach us so much about biology, but it isn't ours to control. Got it? So, you know, your typical innocent scientist that wants to use knowledge for the betterment of society teams up with these hungry, greedy, money-lusting individuals that want control, power, and, you know, dominance. I've seen it before. Seen it many times. Seen it in One Piece, actually. You should watch One Piece. A little plug in the, you know, just a little plug. Gotta drop it in there every once in a while, you know, a little boop. Right in the lake. September 27th. Dresden wants to talk about human testing now. What the fuck? I can't even begin to account for the ethical dumpster fire that presents at this stage. Maybe that's why he's busy with his enhancement lobotomies. September 28th. The lab is being shut down. Resources to be transferred to other projects. For what horrors I can only imagine. How to respond? October 1st. My credentials got me into the lab one last time. I took the core. I saw one of Strickland's new projects. It's projects, not project. See, this is the instance in which my brain is adding things to create proper English and sentence structure. I like when it does that. I don't like when it messes it up because the sentence is already correct. I saw some of Strickland's new projects too. Dear God, those people. October 2nd, I bribed a guard, Maddox, to smuggle out the core and get us off Phoebe. My contact at the UNN promises to set me up with a new research team somewhere no one can find us. Okay, so Maddox was the guy we shot in the head, and he was supposed to smuggle the core out. But I'm struggling to understand. You know what? I'm gonna keep reading. I'm just gonna keep reading. Maybe I won't struggle to understand once I keep reading. October 9th. Maddox's body dropped us off at an abandoned settlement. We were supposed to rendezvous with the UNN Euroshinabi days ago. No messages, no response. What was I thinking? If the UNN can't handle this, there's nowhere safe. It must be destroyed. Maddox might protest, but I will convince him. He's a simple man, but not impervious to reason. Just need to find a furnace that burns hot enough. Okay, so like I said before, this individual was an innocent scientist looking just to gain knowledge, teamed up with the wrong group. She realized that they were going against her morals or against their morals, or simply just doing something that she found unethical. I keep saying she. Is it a she? I don't know if it's a she. They find unethical. So they decided to steal the core and team up with a guard and get the core out. However, They didn't get to where they're supposed to go to, and everything felt like it's falling apart.
Looks like this scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshinabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
Confidential, do not duplicate. All individuals handling this information are required to protect it from unauthorized disclosure. Handling, storage, reproduction, and disposition of the attached document must be in accordance with applicable regulations. Designation, MK Core, Lab 27, Phoebe Station. Experiment 10-2. I thought that was 1024. My brain is like on some next stuff right now, bro. 102 AC. Single cellular testing. Research lead Dr. Ray. It's clear that the sample is encoded with instructions and that those instructions are unknown, perhaps unknowable. Exposure to human biomass seems to activate it, although exposure to other replication mechanisms have proven effective as well. Most attempts to break down the sample's molecular bonds, exposure to solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures have failed. Exposure to extreme high heat has shown some efficiency. Experiment 1, cellular exposure. Experiment 2, cellular wall degeneration. And 3, cellular replication. Experiment was terminated early. Replication continued outside of expected parameters. Experiment 107B. Test subjects belter of unknown origin. Duration of infection 4 to 6 days. Results fatal. Strickland. The sample is highly transmissible and with proper exposure maintains a 100% infection rate. A greater amount of biomass is needed in order to further understand the sample's encoded instructions. Experiment 1, subject was exposed to the sample via cotton swab. Symptoms began within 3 hours. Subject was moved to exam room 4. 2, subjects were exposed to the sample via cotton swab, then immediately put under decontamination procedures. Subjects showed no symptoms. Immediate decontamination may be effective in the event of accidental exposure to staff. Experiment 3. Subjects were housed in exam room 4 with subject number 1. Transmission began within hours. Subjects complained of disorientation, fever, and vomiting. After 4 days, chest and stomach pain were the primary symptoms, and subjects showed a pronounced aversion to the station's overhead lighting. Hibernation ensued shortly thereafter.
The MK Core isn't a treasure. It's a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know. Something alive. And fucking dangerous.
Bro, when I tell you I read, bro, I'm reading Inherit the Wind right now. You see this? Inherit the Wind. I'm reading this. I'm reading Dazai's No Longer Human. I'm reading it. You know what it might be? You know what it might be? The fact that I read in my head. Maybe I gotta start reading out loud so I can like get my brain and my mouth pause to communicate better. Because I just read in my head all the time. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why I'm messing up like this. Because this is insane.
Guess they stashed it before they had their fight. It's not in here.
It's like, bro. I'm gonna title this video, I Swear I Can Read.
I have compiled evidence to show why this substance presents such a novel set of risks. I now truly believe we may be looking at an eschatological event. I thought I could deliver this sample to the right hands and develop an antidote, but I underestimated many things. All that matters is that I destroy the sample and pray the same will be done to the rest of this cursed substance.
Okay. I'm still confused, but I'm going to take my...
So the MK Core is some kind of organism?
Yes.
I don't know. And neither do the scientists studying it.
And yet this company, is pouring endless amounts of money into it. They're willing to kill to keep it secret, and now they're running human tests.
Not humans. Belters.
Specifically.
They don't even think of Belters as human.
Lab rats.
Fucking inners. They found a weapon they didn't understand, and they brought it out here to play with.
That's horrible.
It's nothing new. Just like Anderson Station. The Le Guin. Even these people. Left out here to die. Just another chapter in the story.
Got something.
Further down? I hate going further down in adventures, bro. Because I gotta go back up. And half the time you go back up, you run into something. And ready for what? Oh, that's the core.
We found it.
And now we're going to destroy it.
Okay, so, no, now I have a question of, if this was supposed to be the big score and you were supposed to find this core the entire time, who are you gonna sell it to? Because who's buying it? So all these people were trying to, you have scientists that were trying to understand what it was for, right? You had the one scientist that was trying to destroy it because of all the human testing and they were trying to weaponize the organism. But if you guys were scavenging to find this piece, this item, this artifact, essentially, who were you selling it to make this big time,
burn in about a minute.
put you in retirement profit?
What are you going to tell the others?
I don't even know what you can tell them. They're expecting the biggest payday of their lives. I'm so glad there's no time limit on this. It's too dangerous, but would they even care? We have to protect the... You know what? I'll just say it's too dangerous.
We can't sell a weapon like this, no matter how much money is involved.
Kamina, we do have a choice.
But you always have a choice.
Whatever this is, it could still be everything you need to help the belt. What if we kept it?
As a weapon? Or as a bargaining chip?
Call it what you want, but no one would mess with the OPA if they knew—
The OPA doesn't work that way. It's 100 factions with 1,000 goals. The OPA would tear itself apart over something like this.
Why are you so sure of that? You're talking like an inner.
I'm talking like someone who knows the OPA. Who knows men like Doss and what they do to stay in power.
But the belt may never get a chance like this again. You can't just take that away.
What are we gonna do with it? Make
You may
medicine?
have bounced around in 0G for a while, but you don't understand the belt.
Dude, bro, they're going to take it. It's going to be a war. And they're going to shoot and kill for mass destruction.
I understand.
Belters always look for danger. Broken air filters, leaky reactors, anything that could mean danger. And this... it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not wrong.
Think about it. Not like a Martian, but like a Belter. From everything you've seen out here so far, how do you think this really ends for us?
Fuck. You're right. Let's do what we have to do.
don't get it twisted. For every good idea, something could go. Like, for every good situation that could possibly come from this, there's like 16 other.
Reyes,
who is that?
what are you doing?
See, Baratna? Told you we couldn't trust her.
Huh? Whoa.
Hand it over.
Whoa.
Now.
Whoa. I like that. I'm not understanding. Hold on now. Hold on. It's wait. Hold on. I helped you. You're a drug addict. Remember who gave you your medicine? And what? Do you even know what you have in your hands, bro? See, this is what gets me hot, bro. What do?
Listen to me. That is a death sentence. You'll never be able to unload it without getting killed in the process.
See, that's your issue. No faith in your crew. I already have a buyer on series.
Damn it, Arlen, you don't understand what you're doing.
You always think you know better than everyone else. That's how you always end up here, yeah?
I don't know what the fuck your plan is, but you can't just take over the ship and throw Drummer in the brig.
No brig. Airlock.
What do you mean? Just got to head back to Ceres and...
Tinsha! How long is the trip to Ceres? Huh? 2 weeks? 3? You want to stay awake the whole time? Until we sell this thing, she'll be trying to take it back. Stubborn Owala. Never knows when she's lost.
Oh my god.
No, there has to be another way.
As long as she's on board, it's still her ship. You think Maya and Virgil will take orders from us while she's around? Even the fucking pilot likes her.
I know, I did my job, nigga. So fuck
It's
you.
the only way to finish this. Take her to the airlock.
Never helped us with his drug problems. God damn! Should have let him. Okay. Shoot, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I like you. It's the drug addict brother you got. I'm not fighting him, bro. I actually like Raylan, or Raiden. I like Ray. Ray is cool. It's his brother who's a drug addict with all these impulsive thoughts and mannerisms and all the itching and crackhead behavior that I'm not.
For real. I wish I could stop Arlen.
You can. Help me take him down.
Baratna's the only reason I'm alive. The only reason I got off Vesta. Only person who has ever looked out for me besides... well... besides you.
Yes, I care. Come on. Ray, listen, Ray. Ray, come on. Ray, I trusted yo, mom. If I trusted you and you still kill me, I'm throwing this TV out the window on everything I love. On everything I love. I swear on. Oh, give me a helmet.
But I won't watch you die either.
I can settle for this. I can come back with a plan. He's... What's he doing? Ray, get your brother.
Be apart from your girlfriend, can you?
You son of a bitch! Let me go!
What did you do?
You shot?
Sabaka nearly bit my ear off. Would have clawed my eyes out next.
Baratna, no! She isn't a part of this!
She is now. Step back.
We like that. Ray, stop your brother. Ray, stop your brother. You gotta do it. Do what you gotta do. Ray. fight two things with guns, and the goal is to get Ray on my side. If I can get Ray on my side, that's... I don't want to leave her though. What the... Yo, this really betrayed me though. Like, I gave you medicine. I helped with your addiction. What the... The flux capacitor. I'm trying not to curse as much. My mom watches my videos sometimes. Like, I'm really trying to be more mindful of the language I use. But like, yo, this is so dumb, bro. Like, bro, it's stuff like this that causes me to break my desk, bro. Like, are they leaving, bro? Did they leave me? Yo, I swear to God, Arlen is so lucky. It is too. Like, focus. You're not focusing. Like, it's 2:09. Can you see that? It's 2:09 in the morning, bro. He's so, oh my God, I'm so pissed, bro. I'm so pissed. Cause at the last episode, I was really thinking like, yo, everybody's cool. We're all together. Like, yeah, I left Cox alive. Maybe he'll come back and try and betray us. But like, bro, we got the twins. We got Maya. We got Granny. Like, I never thought that the twins would be the ones to betray me by themselves. And then the dude I spent like 30 minutes trying to find medicine for, because he's a drug addict with crackhead symptoms, decided to betray me. Like, I didn't spend all this time getting him medicine.